Have you ever felt like you're just stuck? You want to get more out of life, but it feels like something deep inside is just holding you back. Well, today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea: how to actually change that inner self, how to change your identity.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We're all out there chasing these big external wins, in our careers or relationships, whatever goals we've set. But if you're fighting a battle on the inside, that conflict is always going to sabotage your success on the outside. It really, truly all starts from the inside out.
So it makes you wonder, right? What exactly is this you on the inside? Is it just set in stone, something you're born with, or is it something totally different? That's exactly what we're going to unpack. All right, first things first, we have to talk about something called the identity myth. This is a huge misunderstanding about who we are, and honestly, it holds so many of us back. So here's the core of the myth, the big lie we tell ourselves. We think our identity is fixed, kind of like our height or our eye color, something we're just given at birth. But that's just not true. It's fundamentally wrong. Your identity isn't something that just happens to you. Okay, so if it's not fixed, then what is it? Well, here it is. Your identity is simply the story you repeat to yourself every single day. And the most important thing to get from this is that the story you believe about yourself, that story sets the absolute ceiling for what you can achieve. If you want to raise that ceiling, you've got to change the story. This is the big mental shift we all need to make. We have to stop seeing identity as something automatic and fixed and start understanding it as a story that we choose to write. It's a product that we create. And here's the cool part. If it's a product, that means we have the power to fundamentally change how it's made. So, if our identity is a product, then you got to ask, where's the factory? What's the hidden force that's actually shaping the story we tell ourselves day in and day out? Well, let's explore what I call your silent shaper. There's this incredible Kenyan proverb that just perfectly captures this whole idea. It goes, "Ka na wabuyu, utamea kama wao." Now, what could that possibly mean for us? It translates to sit with baobab seeds and you will sprout like them. Think about that. Your environment, the people, the ideas, the habits you surround yourself with, it is all quietly and constantly shaping you. You literally become what you are near. Okay, so let's get really specific here. What is your environment? Because it's way more than just your physical space. It's the 5 people you talk to the most. It's your daily habits, the things you do on autopilot. It's the kinds of conversations you're having. All of these things, they're silently programming that story you tell yourself. Look, understanding this stuff is one thing, but acting on it, that's where the real change happens. So how do you actually take control of this silent shaper? Well, it's time to get intentional. It's time to curate your circle. Okay, here's a simple but incredibly powerful exercise you can do. Step 1, identify the 5 people you interact with the most. And be really honest with yourself here. Step 2, ask this question. Do their conversations stretch you and make you want to grow, or do they just drain you? Drain your ambition? That answer, that's your compass. It's going to point you right to step 3, actively seeking out new influences that actually line up with the identity you want to build. And here's the great news. You don't have to physically move across the country to change your environment. You can surround yourself with greatness through books, podcasts, online mentors. Heck, even just quiet time spent in reflection can be a super powerful way to completely redesign your inner world. All right, let's bring this all home. This whole process of change, it isn't some slow, gradual thing that just happens by accident. No way. It all starts with a single, clear, conscious decision. It all kicks off the moment you decide, you know what? This version of me, it's not enough. That one decision is what gives you the power to consciously change your environment.
Because think about it, when you change your environment, the books you're reading, the people you're listening to, you can't help but change your influences.
And when your influences change, the very thoughts inside your head start to change. And that is how you rewrite your story. That is how you change your identity. So why is this so unbelievably critical? It's because you just can't build a big, amazing, meaningful life on the foundation of a small, limited identity. It's impossible. Your external world will only ever expand to the limits of your internal story. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Now that you know your identity isn't fixed, that it's a story you get to write every single day, what new story will you start telling yourself starting right now?